Hello. In today's session, I'm going to show you how you can navigate the internet. I'm going to do this using Google Chrome. This is a browser, and a browser is simply something that allows you to look at information on the internet in a useful way. You're going to need one to look at the internet. You're also going to need to make sure that you're connected to either mobile data on, say, a smartphone or tablet device, or Wi-Fi if you're on a laptop or desktop device. And in this session today, we're going to look at some of the very basic things. And even though I'm going to be using Google Chrome, many of these basic things, for instance, things like search, are broadly the same whether or not you're using Google Chrome, Windows Edge, or Mozilla Firefox. All those browsers have very similar functions and processes. So let's take a look. Let's start by opening up Google Chrome. I'm using a Windows device, it's a laptop, so I've got a couple of different options that are open and available to me. First one is that I can left click this magnifying glass down here and I can type in Chrome because that's the browser that I want to use, and then I could just left click where it says Google Chrome app there at the top, or if it was on the right one I could just press enter. I'm just going to get rid of this. That's the first option. Second option, on a lot of devices the taskbar panel down here down the bottom will already have some icons in it, and on some it will already have the Google Chrome icon. The Google Chrome icon sort of looks like a circle with colours around it, and there's this one down here, so if I just left click this now, that's now opened up Google Chrome, so I can start searching the internet for the type of things that I want. We're going to start off by looking at how you do what's called a search. Because of how popular the search engine Google is, sometimes people will refer to this as Googling or doing a Google. I'm actually using the Google Chrome browser. The browser is the thing that we use to access the internet. It allows us to get to web pages and where we want to go. To do a search in a browser, I'm using Google Chrome, but most of them have the same sort of process. All I do is look for a box that has a magnifying glass. Most browsers will have a search box on the home page, which is the first one you come to. It has a magnifying glass or something like that. It shows that you're looking for something. So all I do is simply left click if I'm using a mouse, or I just press on the space if I'm using a mobile device or a tablet. And then I just need to start searching. So today I'm going to use the example of the UK government website. So if I type in UK government, now I've got more than two options. I've got several options at this stage as to how I can get to this. I could press one of these and it will search for these terms. So let's say I wanted to look for UK government and I wanted to find out about travel advice because I was going somewhere. Google is sort of guessing that that's what I might be after. So I could press one of these, but I don't want to do that because I just want the UK government. So at this stage, I can just left click UK government, or I could press Google search, or I could press the return or enter key. I could do any one of those things and Google will search for UK government. In this case, I'm just going to press the return or enter key. And Google's now taking me through to a page where it's put all the listings that it can find. These are all the things that it thinks that I might be interested in. So at this stage, I can scroll down this list and there's many different websites, but the one that I want happens to be at the top and it's welcome to gov.uk. All I do is left click that one and that's it. I have successfully navigated my way to the gov.uk website. So we've done a really specific search for the UK government website. Let's look at doing what could be described as a more general search. Let's say you're shopping for a table lamp. What would you do? So a lot of people call table lamps lights, put the light on. So if I was to put simply light into a Google search, so I just typed it in there and press left click, I'm going to get a lot of information about light. So I've got a literal definition of what light is. I've got the Wikipedia entry down here, and at the top there's some ads here. So wherever you see ads, where you see the word ad or ads, that means that a company is paid to put that information in front of you. It works very much the same way as newspapers do. A company wants you to see their advertisements, so they pay a lot of money so that it appears on the front page of the newspaper. It's the same principle with the internet. So these companies will pay Google money to put their whatever they're trying to sell, their wares, their services, right near the top, so that when you're looking, say on a phone or on a computer, whatever it is, it'll appear quite high at the top. But I don't want any of those because I'm after a table lamp. So I might want to be a bit more specific. So going back to the search bar now, I'm going to get rid of that and I'm going to put in table lamp. Right clicked, and that's more what I'm after. I'm after a table lamp. So once again, we've got some ads up here, and you have to actually scroll down quite a way. So one of the interesting things to notice, Next, company that most people have heard of, many people have been to their stores, they've paid for an ad to appear there, but also because lots of people, when they're searching for table lamps, go to the Next store, it's also appeared quite high up in the searches here. So this is like what you could describe as a normal return from a Google search. It's not an ad, it's just come up because that's the sort of thing people press after searching for table lamps. So I want to go to Next because I like the look of these table lamps. So all I do now is left click on that link there where it says next.co.uk, and I come through to the Next store. And from here on, all I need to do is just browse through the lamps, see what I like, and then if I feel minded to, potentially make a purchase.